talk about.
It's quite poor. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Ian. This channel is all about music and art, and this is a series of theatre at home videos that highlights free plays that are available on YouTube. And there are lots of other great content on the links down in the description. And in this edition we're looking at the National Theatre's This House. Enjoying 2 sold out National Theatre runs, This House was filmed live on stage in 2013. The synopsis of the play is that it's 1974 and Britain has a hung parliament, and the corridors of Westminster ring with the sounds of infighting and backstabbing as political parties battle to change the future of the nation. During this era of chaos, when staggering numbers of politicians died and age-old traditions are thrown aside, MPs find they must roll up their sleeves and bend the rules to navigate the way through the mother of all parliaments. Here are the cast interviews.
I play Jack Wetherill, whose opposite number in the Labour Party whip office is Walter Harrison, who's played by Rhys Dinsdale.
Walter Harrison was the Deputy Chief Whip for the Labour Party. The play itself is set between 1974 and 79, when the Labour Party were in government. We keep the red flag flying as the Labour Party, and especially in those days, I guess, they were very much the party of the people.
Well, the Conservative Party are blue, and they're also known as Tories. And in our play, they are typically fall into a main category, which is upper middle class, upper class, occasionally the aristocracy.
The Labour Party office then was full of, I guess, working class guys who had been brought up in working class homes and been members of trade unions and had very ordinary jobs, and were fighting for the rights of the have-nots, I suppose.
I think it's a very good decision not to focus on those characters that people would know, because inevitably you then get, oh, is that so-and-so? Oh, they don't look very like them. I think the whips are generally lesser known, and even now I think that's true.
The whips are the people, their job in government is to make it happen, basically. So there are the people at the top, the prime ministers, etc., who make the big decisions. And then there's an awful lot of troops of MPs who you need to get in to vote. You need to make sure they've got an office and that they're happy with their office. And sometimes they're not happy with what the government is doing. The job of the whips is to make those things that the guys at the top want to make happen, and to make sure at the same time that the troops on the ground are happy. They are the oil in the wheels of Westminster.
Although it is a factual play, it's not a documentary. And James will be the first to tell you that he's fiddled around with it a bit, as any dramatist would.
Well, it's amazing that it all happened in that time, isn't it? I mean, it's 4.5 years, the play, and the amount of stuff that happened. I mean, 17 Labour MPs die. It's incredible that it was 4.5 years. That it's true in the first place, but that all happened in that little time is just so dramatic. It's amazing that this play hasn't been written before, really. Not that it could have been as well as it has been, but it's a wonderfully dramatic time period.
I mean, some of the things are ridiculous and very funny. And they were pretty funny then.
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't, because you read it, and some of the things that happen in the play, you kind of go, well, this is clearly artistic license. The writer is pepping this up for, artistic reasons. No, he's made nothing up. The weird thing I don't remember as a child was that Big Ben stopped working for 9 months. You'd think as a child that would really appeal. Surely it was on Newsround, the kids' news programme, but I don't remember that at all.
Obviously, there were 8 of us that are whips, and 8 of us are the members' chorus. So those actors are playing billions of different MPs. So there's lots of little storylines in it.
I'm one of the people who's got the easy job. I just wear one costume and play one character from start to finish. Some of these guys are doing 10, 12 characters. Some of them are doing 3 characters in the space of a minute.
In Act 2, I play 6 characters, so let me try and remember who they are. I play the Sergeant-at-Arms, then I play the member for Mansfield, who's a Labour Northern Irish secretary, and then I run around and become the great West Lothian, member for West Lothian, Tam Diel, who was a very famous Labour MP. Then I'm back to the sergeant, then I'm...
for me, it's the best sort of play. I love plays that are ensemble plays and that give everyone a go.
I think if you take out the kinds of machinations of where it's set, that doesn't need to be relevant. What it is about is the relationships, and the relationship particularly between Jack and Walter, and that could be anywhere. They're working against each other to some extent, but they have such a friendship and so much in common because they do the same job, really, just on opposite sides. And there's so much of it. I think you could put it anywhere, really. The human aspect of the play is universal, I think.
It's a big play, a play about the corridors of power, and we're aided by the fact that on stage we have a live band playing songs from the time. It's fantastic, and then there's movement, and it's just epic, really, is the piece.
The jokes aren't based on political knowledge. The humanity of it isn't based on political knowledge. They're real people, and they will make you laugh. So I think knowledge of politics is, I suppose that you can sit there going, oh yes, I remember that, or oh, I know what that means, but really that's not the experience of watching the play.
Jeremy Herring directs this fantastic production, and it is available to watch on the National Theatre's YouTube channel, linked in the description down below, from 7 p.m. Thursday the 14th of May until 7 p.m. on the 4th of June. So I hope you found this video useful, and if you like what I do, hit the subscribe button, and a thumbs up is always much appreciated. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.